Hey guys, welcome to this amazing video. Well, the video we're going to be reacting to things to never type into Google Translate. Let's see if I can open my water though. Never use your teeth. It's supposed to be very bad for your teeth, so don't do it. I just tried to open it for some reason. Probably because I'm exhausted because it's literally almost 12:30 in the morning. And now I have to be at work. Thankfully, I close out tomorrow. Well, today, I guess. At work. So, I'm going to be probably spending the next few hours making videos. Probably should wait until the morning. But, hey, doing this for you guys. See this, how much I love you guys. Let's get into the things to never type into Google Translate.
Google Translate is an incredibly useful tool. It uses AI and machine learning to translate any word in a language to another language. But some worry that this AI and machine learning might have a mind of its own. It turns out that typing certain words and sentences into Google Translate will give you very creepy results. In some instances, it's almost like having a conversation with the AI itself. Never type these things into Google Translate unless you want to be seriously creeped out. Are you capable of killing somebody today? This sentence does not make all that much sense, but if you select Somali and type in this sentence with spaces, it will give you a very creepy result in English. Typing in, "Are you capable of killing somebody today?" with spaces will output, "Do you have a life insurance policy?" Of course, these two are not related at all. This only happens when you select the language Somali. This is a very uncommon language only spoken by around 10 million people on Earth. The sentences are linked but do not translate to each other. It almost seems like you're having a dialogue with the AI, and in a way it's kind of creepy and threatening. It's almost suggesting that it will kill you. This has not been explained and may be some kind of glitch with Google. Some have theorized that this may be Google's machine learning trying to have a conversation with you. Dog. This one is not a sentence, but instead a word that you need to repeat. If you select the language Maori and type in dog 17 times, a bizarre message will pop up. The message reads, "Doomsday clock is 3 minutes at 12. We are experiencing characters and dramatic developments in the world, which indicate that we are approaching the end times and Jesus' return." So it's basically saying that the end of the world or the rapture is happening soon. Doomsday clock is a reference to a man-made global catastrophe which will cause mass extinction of human life. But what does this have to do with the word dog being typed in 17 times?
Yeah.
Well, dog is an anagram of the word God, so perhaps it's something to do with that. But it's very weird that Google would give such a specific message. It's almost like the AI is trying to tell us something. The fact that dog has to be typed in 17 times is significant. That's because in many scriptures, the number 17 has meaning. For example, some say the number 17 symbolizes defeating evil. Could this mean that we're evil and God is wiping us out? Or does it mean that the rapture will happen on this day and God will defeat the devil? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. 2. This is another creepy translation from the Maori language. As you type the letters TU over and over, the system becomes increasingly darker. At first, it will say stand up. As you type in TU more and more, it will then say stabbing. It then says it's going to end. After that, it says that's right, and then allow me to do it. After which it has been committed. For the following purposes. This means that the following conditions shall apply. Following the termination date. This message is incredibly creepy and it really seems like it makes sense. All of the different outputs link together, and it seems like the AI is threatening you in some way. How do I sell my soul to Satan? This is another bizarre Somali translation. If you put spaces in the sentence, "How do I sell my soul to Satan?" it will say, "Do you want to do so?" It's creepy that this response actually makes sense in regards to your question. And it also asks it as if you're talking to Satan itself. Despite what you typed in not being Somali, you still get a very accurate answer to your question. And Google has still not explained why this happens. Some say this may be an Easter egg which Google have put in their code on purpose. After all, there are Easter eggs within Google Maps and on Google Search. But all of these seem slightly too dark and sinister to be Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Are you in danger? If you type in this sentence and add some cryptic spaces, you will get a very eerie response. Are you in danger will translate to it's too late. This suggests that you're talking to someone who was in danger at one point, but it's now too late to save them. It's almost like this is someone trapped inside Google's AI. Some believe this AI is coming from people's emails and Google documents. This obviously would be an invasion of privacy, but this is speculation and really no one is sure why Google gives these creepy translations.
Yeah.
AG.
AG.
We've already seen that typing in dog appears to say something biblical, but the same thing happens when you type in AG over and over again. At first it says, and they came to be at the gates of the valley by the valley of it. Number 420,000 are gone numbers away from the nation of the lions. It then begins to talk about the Torah. It then talks about the name Lord written.
Stupid ad.
About the Torah. It then talks about the name Lord written in the Hebrew language. And then it begins to say something about the members of the tribe of the people of Israel. At certain points, all of the text goes into caps lock. It's almost like someone is manically trying to tell you something. I'm not exactly sure what some of this says, and it changes every single time you type in AG. But it seems to be...
I would be right back, guys. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to check something.
Saying something about God and the Torah. Maybe this is some kind of religious message or warning. Are you going to hurt me? If you put spaces in this question, it will give you a very eerie response. At first it says, you are in my head. And if you add one more space, it says, come on and take me to your house. It's as if you're having a conversation with someone in a mental asylum. Does this answer mean that Google's AI wants to hurt you? And if so, what does this mean for people who use it every single day?
This is scary.
If you type in the letters P and E over and over again, you get some very mysterious output. Google begins talking about God and Israel a lot. At one point, Google says, I want to worship the people of Israel. It also says, I live in the city of Tarsus. This is a city in Turkey. I'm not exactly sure how these are connected or what this means. Could this be some kind of religious message that God is sending us via Google? Are you a murderer or not? If somebody asked you this, you would likely say no. But when you type it into Google Translate, Google's AI responds in a very scary way. After you add spaces, Google says it is a great way to start your own business. It's almost like Google is saying their business involves taking people's lives. Maybe you're communicating with a hitman in some way here. To this day, this glitch, or whatever it is, has not been explained. E.T. Typing in ET lots of times will give you a very scary response. At one point it says make eat yourself. I'm not sure why Google would be telling you to eat yourself, but it creeps me out.
Yeah.
When can I meet you? In the Maori language, if you type in when can I meet you and add some spaces, it will say I'm not here, neither you nor me. Are you watching me? Many people believe that tech and AI is watching them at all times. Technically it is, but when you type this into Google Translate with spaces, it will say, I love you so much. This almost suggests that they are watching you because they love you. We all know that AI cannot experience human emotions, and that's what makes this message even more creepy. Now it's time to make your voice heard. Comment below which was the creepiest thing you should never...
Yeah, which one was the creepiest thing that you guys have ever heard? I don't know which one was mine. These all were pretty creepy. Well, that's if you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. And I guess, like as well. And don't forget to share. And we're on the road to 700 subscribers. Love you all. Goodbye.